Falcons, Redskins, coming up on EA Sports Week 2. Football on tap as we get set for today's game.
You know, when you get a matchup at running back, like the one we have here today, you can just look down on the field from the booth, and you can see that breakaway speed and power with your own eyes, and there is a difference out there.
Yeah, I think I was always heard from Bill Walsh. I read it in his book, trust your eyes. So you're right. We look down the field today, and as this thing goes along, you can tell we have 2 stars at running back, and, man, just give them a little bit of hope, and they can make it happen.
The Redskins snap it up at the 26. He's got a little bit of daylight here. On his way. The 10 in stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done. And this team definitely has one.
And a touchback. Coleman's lined up as the single back. Easy catch there. No one near him. The Falcons in the pistol.
Let's go.
First down at the 42. That's dropped by Reed, who couldn't bring it in. Here's our look at the Falcons offense. This is an efficient group. Last week, turning the football over just once. Out of the shotgun. His target. And at the 25, he'll be brought down. First down coming up. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. From the gun. Hankerson makes the play. And now here's the Redskins defense. They know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways.
The D-line saw something on the offense. Everybody shifting to their left.
Jones comes up with the catch. The Falcons with a third down play coming up and hoping to improve in this category versus a week ago. 3rd and 3. Makes the reception. The tackle by Curtis Lofton.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
First and goal from the 9. Coleman's marked down after a gain of 4. The defense stands up early and stops the run cold.
Good job that time. You said it, Jim, by the defense. They attacked the offensive line, and there was nowhere for the running back to run the football.
Second down here. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Will go ground.
Slashes to the left side.
This will be interesting to see how the defense plays this situation. They're up a touchdown. Will they be aggressive or play it safe? I know one thing. If they give up 3 points, they'll be very happy.
Third and goal at the 3. Coleman's.
There's a signal from the far side. The hands are up. It is a touchdown.
Well, that's really having deep belief in your offensive line. Isn't it? Third and goal. Your offensive line just road grades the defense out of there, and they get the touchdown running the football.
Falcons getting ready to kick it away.
Brown's got a chance for a return. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out and got it done.
Brings it into his body.
Quarterbacks love play-action passes, especially on first down, because the defense, sometimes they're expecting run. You fake it, easy completion down the field.
The Redskins come out in a bunch set.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expected to run right up the middle.
And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt.
Let's go. 188. 188.
The Redskins have it at the 34. He'll throw it over the middle. And this is dropped. Here's a look at the Redskins offense. Last week, they never turned the football over once. The Redskins now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. The Redskins line up. First down marker right at the 47-yard line. The Redskins have it at the 34.
Looking to go deep. With the contact, the ball comes out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 20. The Falcons now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
The Falcons with an empty backfield. Look here. First down at the 20. The sack by Junior Galette.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
The Redskins go with the dime formation here on defense. Coleman's got it on the handoff. That's a gain of 6.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up.
The Falcons get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first.
They're set to punt it away now. Going to try his luck here. And that's a gain of 10.
The Redskins heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative, get the defense off guard, make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score,
going to take it the distance. Collins is in on the tackle.
Redskins offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
We watched them in practice this week, Phil. Practicing plays inside the 20. Let's see what they come out with their first opportunity today inside the red zone.
Well, you've said it many times. This is where you win or lose the football game. They got the quarterback and receivers to make it happen.
And here's the Falcons defense. This is a ball-hawking unit that a week ago came up with 4 takeaways. Coming up to the line of scrimmage at the 11.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Second down and 10. Set up screen. Picks up about 2.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have. When the window of opportunity is very small, quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Now looking at third down.
Let's go.
Running back in motion here.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Throws the pass. Should be what we call a gimme.
The kick is good. We're late in the first, and that field goal puts them on top.
Yes, and it's a confidence boost. No question about it. When you get a field goal or a touchdown late in the first quarter and it puts you on top, it just feels good.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Falcons got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
That's reception number 2 for him.
Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nance. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch.
First down here after the completion. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air.
Jordan Reed has the reception. They come to the line at the 31-yard line.
First down following the long play. Staying with the passing game on first down.
The catch is made. Greenland's going to make the tackle.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
We're now about to begin quarter number 2. And how much pressure do you think these offenses are feeling right now to open this game up, partner?
Jim, I'm going to go back to when I played. The longer you go in a game without having success, I think it makes you tighter and you lose confidence on the offensive side. So they need something here to get them off to a quick start and get them feeling good.
Secures it with 2 hands.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Oh, it's out! The offense was able to recover the ball.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football. Because a lot of times, it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They have the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
After nearly turning it over, it's second down.
The Redskins will come out in the dime.
Drop back, shotgun formation.
Catch made. That's reception number 2 for him.
Well, they call this route a lot of things. They call it a go route, a 9 route, or a fly route. And all of them mean the same thing. Run as fast as you can, get behind the defense.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Coleman's going to secure the handoff. And Gallette's the one who made the big stop.
The Redskins defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Just out of the first quarter, and that field goal ties this game up.
Well, that's the good. The good news is you tied the game up. The bad news is some bad play calls prevented you from scoring the touchdown to take the lead.
The Redskins put some points on the board on the previous possession. Although it was just the field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
Get ready.
Dropping back 3.
And Niles Paul has the catch.
Brought down at the 26.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now second down and 4.
Get ready. Brad, 38. Brad, 38.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. It's first down as they head to the line.
Let's go. 188. 188.
And here's the toss.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
A very close game to this point, but if you look at the rushing numbers in a tie game, you love seeing a running back that is having it his way.
They have run the football so well, you have to just sit back and say sooner or later they're going to fake that run and throw the football down the field and get a big play, because I think it's there.
Get ready. Brad, 38.
2 tight ends on the field here.
First down at the 44.
And the flag is down. The defense will take the penalty.
The Falcons guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
First down at the 48. Toss to the outside. He gets into the end zone, capping off the long run.
How about the blocking up front? Lets the running back get in the secondary, and he is so quick and elusive. He avoids the tackles and takes it all the way for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good.
The Falcons ready to return the kick. He's got a chance to return this one. Spins away from the tackle.
Brought down at the 32. And a run back of about 19. The Falcons bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there that always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive. The Redskins with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 32. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way.
Get ready.
Midway second quarter. Wants to go deep.
This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
I think the coach has got to call more of these plays. That's a good job of at least trying to get the big play, but they cannot get the completion on that long throw.
This is 3rd down.
Get ready.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. He's got the catch.
Plays are not always going to be perfect. Tight coverage, good throw by the quarterback, and a nice job by the receiver. Catching the football, breaking the tackle, and getting down the field for a few extra yards.
Coming to the line at the 48.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
First down at the 48.
Has the grab.
Barrels ahead.
The Falcons did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now 2nd and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
So they complete that one, yet it's still 2nd down.
The Redskins defense now is going to go nickel from the shotgun. Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Falcons take it from the 38.
In the end, it picks up only a yard.
You're running back in this league, and you pick up first downs, and you don't fumble the football. I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down here after the run. From the gun. Intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did, they got the interception.
The Redskins really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know, what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
Over the middle and incomplete that time.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
The Falcons with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
2nd and 10.
Flip to the outside.
Picks up maybe 3.
And with these incredible rushing numbers, it's no surprise to see this team on top.
They are dominating on the offensive line. There's no question about that. They're being very physical, and that's why they're leading this football game.
Let's go. Red 38.
3rd and 7. Looking across the middle. They're in punting formation.
We'll see what he can do here. Breaks out of the tackle.
That return's good for about 29.
The Falcons love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
Real good field position here to start this series.
Get ready.
First down at the 26. And he's able to find Julio Jones. And he races out of bounds at that point.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL now, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning.
All set up now at the 16.
Get ready.
1st and 10.
Hankerson with the grab.
That's a gain of 8.
That's another reception. Give him 2.
Redskins are hard to fool on the defensive side, especially when they're in the red zone. So that time, all over the offensive play call, they stopped the completion for no gain.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Coleman's met after a gain of 3.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Breaking huddle at the 5.
Get ready.
Playing press coverage to the outside. Wide to the left.
Gets about 4 yards that time. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You've got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
2nd and goal to go from the 1.
Can the defense come up big in a situation like this? You got a 7-point lead. I think you need to be aggressive, attack this offense.
Loss of 3 on the play. Breaking huddle at the 4.
Get ready.
3rd and goal from the 4. Gets it again. He's brought down. And Myers is lining up for the field goal. He's 1 for 1 so far today.
Should be an easy one here.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. Approaching the half, and that field goal has to make them feel good about their play as they keep things close.
Jim, no doubt about it. What they're saying to the opponents, look out. This game is not over. We're going to be here all day long.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Redskins offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
The hit knocks the ball out incomplete.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football is arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Let's go. Red 38.
2nd down and 10.
And they take him down.
Well, defensive tackles, so many times they're in charge of stopping a run, but not this time. The big fellow, good move at the snap of the football, gets in that backfield and gets the sack.
It'll be third down.
The Falcons come out in a dime package.
Get ready.
Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. Falcons use another timeout here, and they have 1 left.
The Redskins call for the punt.
Looking for a lane on the return. And a run back of about 5. The Falcons step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
The Falcons have it at the 44. And he hauls it in. Running room.
Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. A big touchdown right there. They're almost sure to take the lead to the locker room with that score.
All touchdowns are big, man. They're all exciting. They all make you feel great. And right now, the offense, they are feeling great about what they did on that last drive.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Redskins offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling. Not only does he know the situation, when you have the football in your hands, you want to get out of bounds to stop the clock, but I'm sure the quarterback in the huddle, before he called the play, said, look, if you get a chance, get out of bounds. The chance was there. Big mistake.
This will be the last play before halftime.
The Redskins get a first down. That'll do it for the first half here, just outside our nation's capital. We'll take a short breather for halftime and return in a moment for the second half. With this kick, the second half is underway.
They'll take it at the 20. The Falcons on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
Get ready.
Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. Boy, if his head got yanked back the other way, an obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
The Redskins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Downfield. He makes the catch. Touchdown. And that touchdown puts them in the driver's seat. Early stages of the second half.
You know, somewhere along the line, you got to take a stand, and you just got to say, I've had enough. And on the defensive side, they didn't do that in that drive, so maybe they could come out on the offensive side, find a way to score some points and get back into this game.
He'll take it from the 6.
Breaks the tackle. Taken down at the 39.
That return's good for about 34. The Redskins offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
First down at the 39. Pass is intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Falcons have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the third quarter.
And they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense.
The Redskins lined up in the nickel. The Falcons from the 27. Jones got the catch and the first. Atlanta in the end zone. Touchdown. That is the 75th touchdown throw of his career. He made it.
The Redskins ready to return the kick.
Brown's got it. Gets out past the 30 and brought down at the 35. The Redskins just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
The Redskins offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job at the offensive line.
And now they'll try over again on second down.
Get ready.
Snap it out of the gun. Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete.
Sometimes on third and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
Third down on the way.
Falcons defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
Get ready.
From the shotgun.
Ball's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Looks like they'll go 3 and out on this series.
All set to punt here. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20.
The Falcons could have asked for this third quarter to have gone any better for them than it has so far, as they've just continued to do what they were doing in the first half, up and down the field.
Oh, man, they kept the pedal to the metal, man. They are letting it go. They're being aggressive, and they're trying to end this game right here.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun formation.
Reed's going to pull in the bullet pass.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Dropping back now into the shotgun.
Failing to complete that one. So second down here. Coleman's taking the handoff.
He's brought down at the 46.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Third down. Coleman's going to take the handoff now. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, and I think in the NFL now, is third and short is run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the first down.
First down and 10. Back to the ground. Coleman's tackled, but earns a new set of downs.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The Redskins with a nickel look here on defense. He'll throw it over the middle. Should have had it.
These receivers in the NFL, they are so good now. Anytime you see a drop pass, it's almost always the one reason. They took their eyes off the football before it got there.
Set up now at the 37.
Second and 10. Coleman's handed the football for about 4. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run.
Get ready.
My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
Jones is one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return. That return's good for about 9.
The Redskins offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
Get ready.
First down at the 16. Could have been intercepted. Second down and 10. Randall's got it, and a first. This play set up by the long gainer. They'll go shotgun here. Second down following that incompletion.
Get ready. 295. 293. 3.
2nd and 10.
The give. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. They are down in this game, even with their dynamic rushing attack. Now, will they stay with it or go to the pass?
I think they'll stay with it because they have been so dominating. Get out in those open spaces, break a tackle. That's how you come back quickly.
Now 1st and 10. Intercepted.
Tackles made. There have been many mistakes for this offensive unit through the first 3 quarters, and now they add an interception to the list.
Yeah, you make all these mistakes during a football game, you're going to lose confidence, and that's what we see right now on the offensive side. No confidence. Go back to the basics. Start all over again. That's the best thing you can do.
1st down at the 37. Running room. Gains 20. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up 1st downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play.
The reception by Julio Jones. Jones is met at the 30. That's 5 receptions on the day. Breaking huddle at the 30-yard line.
1st down here after the completion.
Takes it from the gun.
With 2 hands, he has it. And it's Curtis Lofton who makes the play.
Nice job by the receiver. Runs the curl route that time. Curl, it is exactly what it says. Go down the field, make a little curl motion. Quarterback throws it in there. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
1st and 10.
Gets the handle here.
No doubt about it. Touchdown.
And a comeback now is going to have to be a monumental one. That touchdown has them looking in pretty good shape.
Yeah, they look like they're on good shape on the offensive side, but listen, no lead is safe in this league, so you've got to be alert. Be alert for trick plays and things that you haven't seen yet.
They're setting up the return.
And the tackle is made right around the 32-yard line.
The Redskins are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down.
Let's go.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The Redskins from the 37. He has the grab. It's wide open.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Wide receivers in the NFL, hey, they can catch it, but also they can break tackles. What a job that time by the wide receiver.
At the 45-yard line. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. That's a gain of 6.
That was a power running play that time by the offense and picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Coming up, second down. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Again, they'll lean on him.
And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't bump the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Redskins will come to the line, trying to put together a scoring drive here in the fourth. Coming to the line at the 33.
It's a two tight end formation.
Final quarter underway now with this snap.
They tackle him at the 26-yard line.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second down and 3 following that nice run.
Get ready. Grab 38.
He'll get it again. That's a gain of only a yard.
He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it.
Now third and short following the run.
Get ready. Grab 38. Grab 38.
Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
The Redskins go with the pass that time on third and short. The defense was ready, and they stopped the pass. Now we have a fourth down situation.
The offense back out on the field here for this fourth and short play.
Come on, let's go.
The Redskins will take the snap from the 25.
Flag is down. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
Yard field goal attempt coming up. The Redskins face fourth down, but want to take a timeout before they snap the football.
They bring back out the offense to go for it.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Randall's got it. First down.
I can't give all the credit to the offense here. They go for it on fourth down here in the second half. Even though they're losing, the defense should have known that that play was coming, and they should have stopped it. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Throws the pass. It's intercepted.
This offense had no choice but to take some chances here in the fourth quarter, but it comes back to bite them again with an interception.
Well, when it's not going well and you start trying to take chances, there is nothing going to go right in that situation. If they get back on the field after this one, Jim, just go out there, run the football, and try to get this game over with.
Get ready.
1st and 10.
Coleman's got it on the handoff.
And a gain of 4. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
2nd down coming up.
The Falcons lined up in the pistol.
To the ground. Slashes to the left side.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a 1st down. That's nice.
1st down here after the run. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
Staying with the ground. No stopping them now. That's a touchdown.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
The Redskins offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Get ready. 188. Get ready. 188.
They'll run it here. He's brought down at the 25-yard line.
Here in the 4th quarter, and you're down on offense, it takes courage to call that running play, and it backfires. That time they run it, and they only pick up a few yards.
On the way, 3rd down.
Let's go.
Niles Paul with the reception.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Let's see how they back up the big play here.
The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to their left.
That's 2nd down coming up.
The Falcons sat at the line. Dime package.
They better hurry to get the snap.
The Redskins now move the chains.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
The football sits at the 42-yard line.
1st down here after the completion. They'll run it off the toss.
And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
What a good job by the defense, not being fooled. Here in the 4th quarter, they're leading. You expect the offense to pass, but they throw a run in there, and you're alert, and you stop it for a short gain.
2nd down coming up. The play clock's running down.
The Redskins lined up, bunch formation. Tried to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete. Third down coming up at the 2-minute mark. The Redskins come to the line with an empty backfield.
Get ready. Press 38.
From the gun.
And they get the sack. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. They're set to punt it away now. And a run back of about 4. The Falcons back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see him to go out there and have success again.
Going to lose yards here.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down and a long way to go.
Coleman's tackled down after a gain of 5.
Jim, no surprise there. You got the lead. It's late in the game. You run the football, make that clock keep ticking. And you go over these situations so many times in practice. You got to manage the clock, know how much time you got left. They've done that well, and just keep running it.
3rd and 9. Right back to him one more time. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The Falcons trying to catch the defense by surprise here on 3rd and long. They go with the run, and sometimes those runs on 3rd and long work, and you can pick up a first down. But that time the defense was ready. They tried it, and it didn't work.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.